Hello and welcome to Beehive Quilt Shop. We're here in Wellington, Kansas. We just got back from the International Quilt Market in Houston, Kansas. The International Quilt Festival is just starting. So we've got some good friends that we know are there. We did our first Beehive wholesale thing. So there's a fun quilt shop called Cupcake Quilt Shop that's out of Houston, and they bought some of our Laura Heine collage Barbie kits, Barbie inspired, where they're called Summer Girl, and they're selling them at their booth at Quilt Festival. So even though we're not vending there, we do have some new friends of ours that have fallen in love with our little Summer Girl, and so you can buy that collage pack from them and get back on our waiting list for version 2, which is pretty fun. But we have a few left of the original, but that was very popular. We had that here during our shop hop that was last month. But we just got back from market. We learned a whole bunch of stuff. We may be unboxing a suitcase, but we're pulling a few things out of it first. But anyway, we had some great ideas, and so this is, it's not a live sale because the live sale part wasn't working on our website, so we just decided we were going to make our own video and upload it to YouTube, which is super fun too. So I'm wearing our Bee logo t-shirt. You can buy these on our website, beehivequiltshop.com. And I'm wearing a commandeered leather jacket that I stole from my mother because she has better style than I do.
You just borrowed it.
I borrowed it, but I don't know when I'm going to give it back.
Well, here's what I found in the suitcase.
Oh, this is some of my fabric that I brought that I didn't cut up. This is a new kit that we have here, and the pattern is up by Jamie at the shipping desk, which is really fun. These are just my white fabrics. You always need to travel to Quilt Market with background fabrics.
And a boarding pass.
Yes, and a boarding pass. That's fun. Suitcase number 1. It's a good incentive. Sometimes you need an incentive to do something around the house. And our incentive to unbox is, hey, we could show you guys what we had. So anyway, this is a project I didn't get to because I ended up working on a rainbow crumb heart thing instead. But this is going to be Cluck Cluck Sue's new Christmas tree quilt, which is her Irish chain from Brightly. And so this is a line called Merriment, and it's really wonderful. So this is the pattern. Evergreen is what it's going to be. And so you can get this kit and pattern off of our website, but it's called Evergreen, and the fabrics are, she mainly used stuff from several different lines. But anyway, I think it looks wonderful. So that's pretty fun. I took apart a giant fat quarter tower that is from Jolly Good, which is Basic Gray's Christmas line. And I took the low volumes, and I'm making the sparkle quilt out of Stash-tastic 2. And then I'm reserving these to make a different evergreen because I like making things twice. So that is one of my ideas of what we're doing. So evergreen makes a great lap, twin, queen, or king size quilt. This is super, this is what is this called? This is a big deal that we have this. So Mom and I go to Sample Spree every year, which is basically like, imagine New York Fashion Show Week with the energy of Black Friday. And that is what Sample Spree is for quilters. So we get in line. I accidentally got in line 2 hours early. Mom showed up an hour later. But anyway, then we get to storm this hall. It's numbered. You have to have wristbands. It's a whole thing. And then you get to buy early fabric from the sample spree. So it really is, you just rush into this room. There's just piles of different companies. And so this is Christmas fabric for next year from Moda that we got our hands on. So this is called Cozy Wonderland from Fancy That Design House. And as you can see here, these fabrics are beautiful, and they would also make an enchanting evergreen quilt. So this could be the new snowflake quilt, that I make 3 of. But the energy is kind of behind that right now. So evergreen is a great Christmas project, but this is going to be a fun line for 2024 Christmas is Cozy Wonderland. So I'm very excited about that. So that's just a little bit of what was in our suitcase. When we went to market, we brought, we fly Southwest. We always check 4 bags. We bring a carry-on, and then we bring a purse. and we maxed it out. So Mom and I are maximizers here, and we had 3 of our 4 checked luggages were 49.5 pounds. We waited, we remeasured it, we shuffled the little things around. Neither of our husbands were with us, so it didn't matter.
And we got there early.
And we got there early because we knew we were going to do this. So anyway, we had a great time, but we had those suitcases stuffed with fabric. And we know, I think, what is it? Most fat quarter bundles are 3 pounds. Is that what it was? 3 to 4?
Something like that, yeah.
Anyway, we had it down to a science. We had to juggle some stuff. It was great fun. But again, it wasn't stressful because neither of our husbands were there and we knew what we were up to. So we had a lot of fun. We flew back safely from Southwest. We got all of our luggage home. We love flying into Wichita, Kansas. It's only 30 minutes away from our store. And so that's, anyway, it was fun. So that's some of what we brought in our suitcase home, which is pretty cool. One of the new designers we met and she's not new, but it was the first time I've met her in person. But Kathy Holden does all this really cool vintage scrapbooking. It's just beautiful, beautiful stuff. But her new line we just got on is called Vintage Soul. We're just now getting it in the computer, but I made my first covered button and it was the most fabulous, fun experience ever. And we are going to show you more about this next week during our live. So be looking for it because we are waiting for some more supplies to arrive. But we're very excited about it. So that's a little teaser for what we're going to be doing next week.
Everything we need for next week.
Look at Mom. She said I ordered everything we need for next week. So just know it's next week. And anyway, this is Jolly Good. So this is that current grunge Christmas line that we have, but you always need more background fabric. It's just a thing. So anyway, more white fabric there, but we got some fun stuff in right before we left, and we just wanted to show you. We have our block of the month retreat starts today at the Hive. We have a retreat house my mom owns. It's called the Hive. You can fill out the inquiry for it on our website about renting it, but it is starting to book up really fast. I'm behind on answering people back on their spreadsheet, but just fill out form out and we'll get back to you and send you the contract. You can let us know probably 2 different months of what you're looking at or a couple weeks, but I would probably send your top 3 ideas at this point because 2024 is filling up real fast.
And one of the top questions is, do they rent it by the person? And we rent the whole
we rent
house.
the whole house is how we charge. So it doesn't matter if you have 12 people or 17 people or 9 people. The house is whatever the house is, and you can spread out more if you want. But that's kind of the fun thing. So we occasionally host our own open retreats that you can sign up for, and that would be on our website where we rent Mom's house to do that for. So it's just a good time. But anyway, one of the things we learned at market was we really were some of the queens of the little ghosts were a quilt, which is really fun. But this has been a huge thing for our October. I took some classes on Google Analytics and some fun things. I need to work with our chamber director. But just for fun, we had 1,200 of you looked up our little ghost who has a quilt fabric kit online, and 990 of you were unique people, and a ton of those people did buy our fabric kit, which is why we just kept making more fabric kits. So we ghosts are in season year round at Beehive Quilt Shop, so we will feature this book year round, but every time we make a new type of kit, and they're always fun and beautiful. We love seeing all the pictures from people at their libraries. Jennifer's son was the little ghost who was a quilt. Heather and her daughter read it at their library. We had people give them to friends that had grandkids. It was so fun to see all those stories. So we appreciate you sending all of your ghosty stories to us at Beehive. I have an album, so if you want your ghost to be uploaded to our Ghost Who Was a Quilt, the Little Ghost Who Was a Quilt album, I'd be happy to do that. Just email us at beehivequiltshop.com and we can upload your quilt to our album. But we love this book, so we so appreciate her writing it. But if you are a fangirl of the author of that book, she also wrote this book. So this is called Modern Selvage Quilting. Also, this is what she looks like, Ryle Nelson, and I'm probably saying her name wrong, but I just think she's amazing. But she also wrote a book called Modern Halloween something, but I can't get my hands on that copy anymore. But anyway, this is a fun book. So it has all kinds of different selvage projects. She has great photography, excellent lessons in here, but this is a modern selvage piece. So ghosts, selvages, it's all good. But if you want to do something with selvages, that book is an awesome idea. We sell Moda scrap bags, but we also sell Ruby Star Society scrap packs. And so you can type in scrap bag or scrap pack on our website, and it will pop up on there. But this is a great way to get selvages, or those ends of pieces. These are left over when they make pre-cuts at the Moda factory. And every once in a while we have free spirit ones, but of course you can make your own from harvesting them off fat quarters. And not every scrap bag is going to have the selvage side, but they're definitely going to have a selvage. So when I say the selvage side, I mean like not every scrap bag is going to have the very pretty selvage part. Some of them are going to be this part of the selvage, but selvage projects can use both of those things. So this happens to be a set of selvage bags that our friend Jackie Clark makes. She sells this pattern for her on an Etsy store. We have it linked on our Facebook page, and you can check that out. But selvage bags are just super fun to make. But again, Jackie Clark on Etsy made this pattern. Also great photography, but Modern Selvage Quilting book is also a really fun idea. And don't forget about Moda scrap bags. So that's pretty fun. One of the things that came in right before we left is this wool mat pressing stick. This is one of our most popular things for retreat groups, mainly because of our good friend Janet Elwood over in Medicine Lodge. Whenever she comes to a retreat, she always brings us, and she presses the most beautiful seams. Like, everybody knows someone who makes a quilt that the back of the quilt is just as pretty as the front. That is Janet Elwood, and this is one of her favorite tools. And so we were down to like one of them before we left, and we just got stocked back up. So this is officially called the Seams Flat Pressing Bar. So seams flat kind of sounds like a pun, but pressing bar is what this is, and it does have wool. It's wooden, and it's very nice. So that's pretty cool. So that's back in stock. Another one of our retreat house favorites is the Bee's Knees book stand from It's So Emma. We thought these were sold out for forever, and then we realized we actually really could get more. This is one of the best kept secrets of things that are made. But this is kind of like a cookbook stand, except for it's Lori Holtz. It's yellow, it's metal, it works on magnets, and it's really deep, so it's going to accommodate your quilty books. But we love this book stand. It's only available in yellow. Some people have it in turquoise and pink, and that's because they've had the first and the second volumes, but those colors have been sold out they truly have been sold out for a long time. We are going to put these on special till they're sold out. So we have these Riley Blake bench pillow kits. So this one you can save 20% on. They're normally $39.99. And also this Boo one. So they're officially called Carve Out Time for Fun, which is this one. Marla made our store sample. It's super cute. And then this one is called Falling For You, which is also really fun. So both of those are 20% off on our website. So I think that makes them like $32.99. But that's pretty fun. Another thing we just got in, this is also a limited edition, but we are AccuQuilt dealers. We have a huge listing of our products online that you can order. We have demos in the classroom. We'll hope to have more classes in 2024. But this is a new die, and how I'm pretty sure this is one of the ones where like they're doing it for a little bit, but it may not be around for forever. And so this is a beehive, and it's got two little bees that you can put the wings in different places. But this is a free machine embroidery download on AccuQuilt's website, but you can buy the die from us. It's $74.99 for the die. You'll need your cutting mat to go over it, but if you buy it from us, we are throwing in for a limited time 4 of Deb Strain's new honey and lavender fat quarters. So you get 4 fat quarters with your purchase of this die. And they're just beautiful. So there'll be a mystery set of fat quarters, but we'll try to get you a variety of colors kind of like this. If you're here in person, you might get some more leeway. And here's Mom bringing more presents. So we are getting stuff stocked up for Christmas. Christmas is less than 60 days away. I'm not sure if you know this or not, but we have now more of the world's smallest. So we have the world's smallest Christmas stocking right here. We have the world's smallest mighty front end loader from Tonka. And all these things really do work, and the world's smallest spirograph. So all of these are really fun things, great for Santa's helpers. But that's just 3, and I think I had at least 20 new things that we brought in. So very fun. Because we also do AccuQuilt. We also have an unbelievably good deal right now. I know this video is airing really soon, but if you're gonna watch it now, this is actually priced at $89.99. They're normally like $150. And Mom and I were just talking, like, we've been dealing AccuQuilt for like 7 years, I think, technically, and I have never seen this low. They have done $99 quite a bit. But anyway, they have this new Die to Try program. So if you have the old crank set, that's the classic one from the Ready Set Go, and you want to upgrade to the electric, what's the trade-in deal for that, Mom?
They get it, I think it's like
a $200 credit.
Well, basically, no, it might even be they if they bring in their manual crank, that mid-size one that comes with the Ready Set Go, I believe they get to buy an electric for $399.
Wow.
Yeah. But they need to bring the machine back to us, a dealer, and then we'll give them the brand new
electric cutter.
Yeah, and we take care of all their paperwork on.
Yes, but if you're not ready for that yet, you don't have the mid-size one, and you want to start doing AccuQuilt, this Go Me size is the perfect size to do most of the cute little projects. And then if you do choose to upgrade, this one still makes just a great travel die set. So it's a really great deal. We got a ton of stuff ordered from Market from Tilda Fabrics. I can't show you what all these are because they have limited stuff, but anyway, Tilda is a big deal. Mom was like, oh, I forgot about that. But anyway, Tilda keeps stuff, she keeps it pretty anyway on the DL what her new things are. But we ordered a lot of Tilda, so just know Tilda is coming May and June. She was just super inspiring. We had to get her stuff.
And she has beautiful fabric covered buttons as well. Like, I didn't realize what beautiful buttons they had. So we'll be carrying more of those too.
Yes. Buttons, covered buttons. We're all about the tiny accessories. Which one of the big things at Market. So squirrels were everywhere. Mushrooms, not real squirrels, but squirrels, mushrooms, and stuffed pumpkins. Everyone had the cutest stuffed pumpkins. And this is a great pattern for some stuffed pumpkins. So if you wanted to make some of your own fabric ones out of felt, twine, sticks, felt, wool, someone's old shirt, we have a really great pattern for it. And I think this is one of the ones that they had, these like micro scale pictures, like this is the pattern we use for this stuffed pumpkin. But you got all those sizes, and it's November, so there's plenty of time to make pumpkins year round. I also brought one of our famous toilet paper pumpkins. So this is one of our oldest YouTube tutorials Jan made, and it is wonderful. But if you want to know how to make your own toilet paper pumpkin, Jan Brody will show you how. So
one of our YouTubes,
we'll repost that because I refound the original. Mom and I say re and pre in front of everything. It's not correct English, but anyway, I discovered it again on my phone when I was on the airplane in airplane mode. But anyway, that's just fun. So speaking of pumpkins, toilet paper pumpkins, we also, if you're preparing for other orange things in your life, this is color number 2150 from Aurifil, and it's a great, beautiful, beautiful orange. So if you're looking for orange top stitching, it's a good medium to dark color. It's not too light, it's not too dark, it's not very rusty. It's just a beautiful orange. And then this pin, I would pair it with these pins. These are magic pins, and they're fun. Magic pins have like a silicone tip, so you can iron right over them and they won't melt. But these are silk pins, are the orange ones, and they are 1 7/16, and they are 1/2 millimeter in thickness. So if you know your pins that well, just know. But it has a comfort grip is what they call that silicone part. And now I have a few patterns to show you. So one of the autumn inspiring patterns is Autumnville. It is from Bonnie and Camille. It's a really sweet quilt. It's 80 by 80, but it is a medallion quilt. It's very fun, all traditionally pieced. I already showed you the pumpkins. Platy Cake and Daisy are Cluck Cluck Sew's new patterns. This one has a finished block size of 10 inches. And it's very plaid, very trendy. Oh, Mom is like reaching for like, oh, give me the pattern. And then Daisy is a big daisy, and it's super retro. This finishes in 2 different sizes, depending on how big you make it, or the finished block sizes. Anyway, it's an 18.5-inch block. And then this one I saw in Market all the time. So this is a really fun pattern, but you almost have to look it up online to see all the different versions of it. So it's a gingham plaid on point. She is a great pattern designer, but it has it in like, I don't know, 5, 6 sizes over here. But this is just a really interesting way to make a lot of cool quilts. But this I saw made up at least in like 6 different booths at Market.
Well, and it would go together so fast. It's
Yes.
mainly what, squares with some half square triangles?
Yeah, so I've got 3 more things to show you. One of them is Mom finished her tired Santa quilt. She is not going to run upstairs because we are still getting back to it. And Mom and I were just used to
It's getting ready to be quilted.
tons of caffeine at Market, and we both had headaches yesterday because we weren't drinking the same amount of caffeine we were drinking before. I will not say I'm addicted to iced coffee, but I like it. So anyway, Fluffy Biscuits is a really great pattern. It uses a 2/3 yard panel, a layer cake, and 2 yards of background fabric or yard. And then this is our Fluffy Biscuits kit, which we also lovingly call Tired Santa. We got to meet her at Market too. It's like JW Wisher, JR something. Her name is really cool. But anyway, we were inspired by her panel. We have that exact same panel. Mom made the quilt, but he's kind of tired because he's like, you know, his brow. He's been working hard
season.
for Christmas, and if that's probably you finishing up quilts, it's definitely us here at a toy store quilt shop.
Well, and that retro airplane is so cool that he's holding.
Yeah, the retro airplane
Santa
is way cool.
just finished making this, ready to bring to
Make someone happy.
little Joey for Christmas.
So sorry. And this next one is we are dealers of Russell Stover chocolate as well. Anyway, what did I just touch? The Tired Santa panel? The toilet paper pumpkin? Anyway, this is the Sweet Talkers caramel bits, but we carry Russell Stover's stuff year round, but definitely this is in season for now. And then we also have left-handed rulers that just came back in stock, so I had to show you those too. But anyway, we hope you enjoyed watching. The Facebook Live wasn't working, so we just decided to pivot and make a YouTube video. So we hope you have a great fall. We're Beehive Quilt Shop in Wellington, Kansas. Thanks for watching.